Welcome to the three-part hamstring mobility series. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to elevate a surface right in front of us. So I have two yoga blocks right here. You don't have to use yoga blocks. You can use plates. You can use a table. You can use a chair or something. Something elevated so that you can, when you put your legs together like this, right, you can come and put your hands flat on the surface, okay? So I'm not touching them like this. I'm putting my hands flat on the surface. So you might need to elevate this higher so that you can get there, because we're trying to flex our quads, keep our legs straight. That way we can get all the way down and get into those hamstrings, which are the muscles, by the way, if you didn't know, the muscles on the back side of the leg that restrict bending forwards. So again, flex those quads, put your hands flat on the surface, and from here, what I want you to do is to now bend your legs. From here, I want you to re-straighten one leg at a time. So we're going to straighten right side first, or you can do left side, doesn't matter. And then bend that leg again, straighten left side. You want to pause for a second each time. And remember, exhale as you straighten. So just like that. So flex the quad, flex the quad. So as you get better at this, you can remove or lower the surface and repeat this process. So you just go back down, straighten, 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 right? Until you finally can just go all the way down to the floor and put your hands flat on the floor like this, all right? Now that's an ability that might take some time to build, but I guarantee you, if you just work on that exercise daily, it's so gentle. You can do hundreds of reps. I would start with, as much as you can tolerate. I would do like 3 sets of 100, 3 times a week. All right, so for the second part of the system, we're going to try to improve hip flexor strength. The muscles on the front side of our leg and our hip that pull our leg closer to our body, therefore stretching the hamstrings. I'm going to demonstrate the end product here, but so if this looks kind of difficult, I'm going to show you how you can get started at your own level, basically holding this position for 10 seconds. All right, so that demonstrates that you have good hip flexor strength, enough to pull yourself into a hamstring stretch. So the level 1 of this is to lean back, use your hands for support, lift one leg up at a time, hold for a few seconds, and then just alternate. So you can do 2 to 3 seconds, I would recommend. You can do 5 seconds. As long as you start feeling a burn in these muscles, that's all that matters, right? So once that gets easy, then you can lean forward, put your hands kind of like where your kneecaps are, lift one at a time like this. You notice how this is much harder because I have to compress my body even more. It's a lot more difficult. And then from there, you can practice pushing your butt up off the floor. So just like this, pushing your butt off the floor, and then try lifting one leg at a time. If you can't lift the leg like this, just try to. The intention is all that matters. Eventually, you will be able to lift a leg at a time, even if it's just for a second, and you're just going to alternate legs until you can eventually do the whole thing like this. Now, the standard that I recommend is to be able to hold that for 10 seconds. Now, if you can't even get close to 10 seconds, you can just do it for 1 second at a time like this. So just 1, and then try again, right? So with this one, I think it's just as important as the elephant walk that I just demonstrated, because it pulls you into that stretch, and it's not just about the length, it's about the strength as well. So the last one I have here is to improve calf flexibility, because the calves, tight calves, actually are lower in the chain. They're right below the hamstrings. And so if this area is tight, it tends to pull behind the knee, which can limit hamstring flexibility. So in order to open the calves, we can use a simple calf stretch. Now I have a slant board here. If you don't have this, you can use a curbside. You can use some plates stacked on top of each other. Just something to get us into this position where my leg is locked and I'm getting a stretch behind the ankle like this. You can alternate legs. Sorry if you can't see my face, but yes, I'm trying to flex my quads again and get my body weight forward. That puts the weight onto the calf like that. Make sure you have something to hold on to here. And ideally, you just want to stretch one at a time, because the calves, they can take a lot of weight. And so you want to use one leg at a time and just alternate. I'll hold this for a minute 2 minutes, whatever you like. Honestly, I would do this right before you do the elephant walks. And so the whole system, what I would recommend doing is doing calf stretch, elephant walk, and then L-sit. Repeat those 3 exercises in a circuit style. You do like 3 sets of each, maybe like 2 to 3 times a week, and I guarantee you your hamstring flexibility is going to improve so much.